Hello guys, finally we are back on Split. I will show you some different thing. First part will be how to push A and B side. Second part will be some post-plant lineup for A and B side. And the third part will be how to defend. So first I will show you how to put your setups for A side, your walls, your smoke. And this is how I decide to push on Split. So first part, you come around this corner, this part I mean. And you go in the minimap and you watch your wall that has to cross this line and this line, okay? Your wall has just to do this. I do that wall because it's a lot easier for us to kill people that cross that wall. And if people are standing here, it's a lot easier to kill them. So this is the first wall you need to do. Second thing, you will come here and you will watch this top of the building. And you will take a smoke out and a jump and a left click. This smoke will land towards city and elbow, like this. I prefer using a smoke like that than having a smoke deep in city, because there could always be a guy or a person playing here with an operator watching main. So it's not good to put a smoke simply on city. So you just use that smoke and then you can use some snake bites. Snake bites I will show you are depending on how the enemy team plays. Let's say there was a lot of time that you pushed A side, some people were playing under. Then you will simply look between these three and the building, like here. Sorry for the smoke. And you just put a simple left click and you will see that the snake bite will land perfectly under. So that you clear it, and if someone is there, then you will get an easy kill. For an easy lineup for Heaven, you will look on the first light you see, so this one, and just do a simple left click. The snake bite will land here and will cut perfectly off, even in Heaven here, if they try to get in. The third snake bite you might need to do is a snake bite for city or elbow in the smoke. So a snake bite that lands around here, so that if they want to go out, they will get poison and everything. And if they want to get in, they might go back because of that snake bite. So for this one, it's a little more tricky. You'll need to look on the blue screen here on the top left with the line between the smoke and the wall. So like this. And you will see that the snake bite will land perfectly into the smoke, like that. So that they will have to... They will be scared to get in the smoke to get to side. So if you want to do some lineups, there is a lot of space you can plant on that side. And honestly, there's always people that are planting everywhere. So I suggest you to know at least most of them, okay? So first of all, you will have the people who plants for Heaven. So you have some people planting here. You have some people that plants default here. You'll have some people that plant behind screen. Some people are planting here. I'm 100% sure you saw people doing that. And sometimes you might have some people here, but it doesn't happen that often. So I will not show this one, but if you want to know, it's on Discord. Otherwise, I will show you the default plans that people do. So let's go for the first one. You will go at this corner and I will show you 3 snake bites from that spot. So you just have to stand here. You're protected from someone who tries to catch you off guard if you are doing lineup, and even a good place for people who lurks. So you will get here and you will watch for that spot, for the Heaven part, under the slide until you see the start of these 2 line. Okay, so under the line at the start like this, and a simple left click. This snake bite will go perfectly for the plant on Heaven. Second snake bite is for the default plant. So you will do the same thing, and instead of getting in the middle of these 2 lines, you go on the right between the line and the wall. So like this, and a default, like a simple left click. So the snake bite is landing and goes directly default. It takes a lot of space, so if they try to get out, they might die. And for the third snake bite, it's again on the same spot. You will go on this light and go all the way on the right, and you hit the wall. So like this. And then you hit perfectly behind screen. So this is the 3 lineup you can do from here, and the final one can be here. And for this to work, you will need to aim there, right? So we'll go in this corner until it gets stuck, and then you will watch this slide. While watching this slide, you will just go a bit on the right, around here. Sorry, and you just do a simple left click. And the snake bite should land perfectly to this corner. So this is the snake bite you need to know for A side. I will show you one more that is really situational. So I suggest you to know it if you cannot go back to do your lineup and the people planted already. Let's say you were playing Heaven and you wanted to play safe and stay here because someone was flanking or so whatever happens. And you want to do a lineup from here. There's an easy one to do. You can stay here, wait for your timing, then you will go in front of that line, okay? You go just here and you watch this middle line here, like this. And you go at the end of it, here, and just do a simple left click. This one is really simple to do, and it lands perfectly to default. So it's a really good snake bite if you are in that situation. Now let's go for B side. On B side, you might do different walls, but there's one wall I really love to do, and for me it's the best wall to push B side. You might have seen some walls for Heaven, like a wall like this that covers rafters, or a wall like this that covers Heaven, but my favorite wall is definitely a wall from here. And from here, you'll watch the entry of city, okay? You need to hit that corner. So you do this, and you will see that this wall covers you from Heaven. So let's say you're starting to push. You have to be around this area, because if you are there, they will see you. But if you are here, they will not see you, okay? So you just push, and you can play with that wall. You can check behind corner if someone is not hiding. You can cross that wall and try to have a timing. Hopefully no one is playing here, so be careful with that one. You might need a reveal to know where they are. But you'll see that this wall covers you perfectly if you stand next to the wall, because you cannot see them crossing. If you're standing here, you can. If you're standing closer, you cannot. So it's a really good wall to push A side. And also, if you want to do a lurk yourself, like the bind short, if you guys know, it's quite similar. So you will do that wall, and then you will come here between this line and this line, and you will watch on the second square, so this line, okay, with the smoke, and with the left point, as I'm showing, you just do a simple left click, and you will see that the smoke gives you cover from default and backside, so you have like a perfect push. For here, you just need to clear your corners, of course, but then you can come here, try to cross your smoke, get a timing. You can do a lot of things with that setup, and I really think it's good to push B side. This is by far my favorite wall and smoke to push B side, and again, if you have another way to push side, you can. Second thing I love to do is when we are pushing B side, you might know that there is a lot of people that are playing either around these spots, either backside, like here. So what I like to do is doing some snake bites. First, when the round starts, I will get into that corner, and I will ask my team to go into main and take control of it, and be around here until my snake bites are going down, so that they can see if the guy is trying to run away. So to do the snake bites, you'll watch at the top of that building here, with the left side of the potion bar, okay? So the first snake bite will be like this, and the second snake bite you'll watch up until the C abilities hit the top of the roof, okay? So it will look like this, the first one and the second one. You will see that the snake bites takes perfectly backside here. They cannot stand anywhere to that space, so they will have to get here, and you will get an easy kills on them if they try to go away, to default or whatever. And for the snake bites on the left, you stay on the same spot, and you hit the third white line. So there was the first one, the second one, and the third one. You put yourself at the beginning of it. Yeah, just do a simple left click. No, sorry, a bit under. A second left click. Just simple left click, and the snake bite will land perfectly here, and will take all the way here to here. And if they have to come here, you'll have a perfect kill. So that's it for B. Now I'll show you some default plant, default snake bites you can do. There is more snake bites to do on B than A side, in my opinion, more ways. So for the first plant, you will have some default here, and the second default plant, I call it, is here. So a lot of people are planting here to play from main. I think it's a good thing, so you might need to know some lineup for here. So what to do is to go back to here, so that you can hear the spike if it's getting diffused or not. The first snake bite will be in that corner again, and you will watch this box, and you will see the first hole. You will go to the left, and you will use the line next to the HP, so like this, okay? And you just do a simple left click, and you will see the snake bite will bounce to the wall, goes into the box, and will spread into default. The second lineup you can do is different. You need to stand this time here, and you will look at this roof. You will see the top roof here, and you go a bit on the right around this area with the edge sheet of the snake bite like this, like I'm showing, and you just do a simple left click. The snake bite will land to the second default like this, perfectly takes the wall space. Then the lineups I like to do is when you took control of B side, you sometimes push city, right? So let's say you took control of city and no enemy teams, like no people in the enemy team comes to clear that. They will go heaven or from mid. So you're safe. Let's say you're safe, okay? So you will go in front of that line. I prefer using this area because if you stand here, sometimes they just go here, do a quick, do this, and they don't see you here, so they will go away. So doing the lineup from here works. So you stand here, and this time you will see you will hit this area with the the dark flower, let's call it, around this area with this HUD of the snake bite like this, and you just do a simple left click. This one will go into the first default like this. The second snake bite you can do is here, and this time instead of watching this area, you will watch on the right here. So between the light part and the dark part. So you do this, and you do its instant left click. And this one will go to the second default like this, and take the wall space here. For the third default plant that a lot of people do is behind that box. A lot of people are planting here, so there is also a useful lineup and easy to do. It can be quick, so if you want to hide yourself, play here. You can go quickly in that corner and watch the top of the light with the issue of the snake bite and do this, and then you can like play around. And this snake bite is really easy to do and works perfectly. So this is the snake bites I use for B and A side, guys. This is the post plan I do. I hope you like it. There's sometimes a quick things that I do is when I use the lineup for default or the new default, most likely for the default here, because it's harder to retake if they have time to diffuse. So I do the first one here, then I run down mid, and once I'm around this area, I watch the wall until this wood parts, and I just do anyway here a left click. This name bounce and takes back default, so they cannot diffuse, and you have a really good flank and an easy kill on the guy who's pushing either here or here. So it's a really good rotation lineup if you want to do it. Now let's talk about defense. In defense, I really love to play on B side, and I don't like playing on A. But some people will ask you to play A, so I will show you some stuff to do on A side. But most likely I will play B or mid. These two spots are the best for Viper, in my opinion. So the first spot I like to do is playing B side. I don't really like playing one way. Like, I know loads of you like to do it. So I think it's here. Let's do it again. Yeah, it's around stars. You go into the wall and you watch this part. And you have the one way. So the one way does this. You can see perfectly under. But it works better if you're standing here. Because otherwise, if they see the one way, they can come all the way here and they can see you. If you're not standing on top, they can see you. So that's why I don't really like the one way. And what I prefer to do is doing a simple smoke. When the round starts, I just throw my smoke here. And it gives you a perfect orb to hold the push. And what I like to do, and there's a lot of people that does this and can give you an easy kill, is either they try to take the orb, so you can just simply put your snake bot and try to get an easy kill, or sometimes they will try to hide behind the box because they think you're pushing. So what you can do is activate your smoke. If you hear them pushing, you throw a snake bite on the left side, you deactivate it, and you have an easy kill. That's a way you can do it. Otherwise, when you use that smoke, I suggest you to use your wall for A side if you don't have any other smoker in your team. So you have to just cut the entry of A side, so you don't really need to be specific where to use it, but this is the wall I like to do. So it cut off the box, ramp, and the entry of A. So this is the wall I like to do. Otherwise, if you have another smoker in your team, you can keep the wall for yourself. So either you keep your wall for retake side, so you will come here and you will do a wall like this. So you have to cut that space, and this wall will give you a way to play retake. Let's say they took control of the side, so you don't have to look there. You can focus on backside, and people can be protected from heaven. It's a good retake wall. Otherwise, what I really enjoy to do is in my smoke and this wall. You will play in the enemy mine. This one is tricky. I suggest you to watch my stream or my gameplay videos to know how it works. But usually you activate both at the beginning of the round, then you deactivate the wall, so you make them think there was a wall. Then you wait, then you take back your smoke, you play some snakebite to delay the push and to get back some poison fuel. Once you took back some poison fuel and you make them think you don't want to push in by using both of the snakebite, you come close, you activate both, you get in, and you get the other way of the wall and you deactivate the smoke. Then you have a perfect lurk. Sometimes people are going away, sometimes they are waiting, then you deactivate the wall and you have the perfect kill of the guy who's standing here waiting for you to peek him. So it's a really good setup, execute if you want to be tricky and get in the mind of your enemy team. I really like to do it, it's my favorite thing on B. I did it the last time I played Split, so like two days ago. So it works. Trust me, it works. You just need to find your timings, and I'm sure you will be able to do it too. Second is playing mid. Honestly, playing the one-way mid doesn't work that much anymore because people really counter it now. So either they put a smoke down to the smoke, so they put a smoke here, so you cannot shoot anyone and it's useless, so they take control of vent, or simply they just rush with the satchel or whatever, and it's really complicated to hold. So what I do is I come here, I watch this area here, like this, and it gives you a perfect smoke to cover here. You can even play here and wait for them to jump out. It's really good smoke to do that, because they come here and usually they jump up and you have the vision on him, you get an easy kill. But otherwise you can use that smoke, or you can use both your wall and your smoke. This is a thing I like to do, because you can use both. Snake by the corner, take down the smoke, have an easy kill while you're getting cover. There's plenty of things to do with your smaller smoke on mid, and this is the way you should play instead of putting only the one way. I can show you quickly how to do the one way if you really want to know it. You come here in the middle of that stair, and then you will watch the corner of this thing and go all the way on the right to the light and just do a simple left click. This is how the one way works. But I don't suggest you to use it because, as I said, they can do a quick smoke. I'll show you with my wall because I don't have a smoke, but you can just do this and the one way is useless. So honestly, I suggest you to not use the smoke anymore. So this is how I defend B and mid. Now I will show you how I defend A side, even though I don't like it, as I said. A side is a different way to use to defend that side. The first one I like to do is to do that quick wall, so that when the rounds begins, they are really scared to cross hit because they don't know if someone is watching from heaven, don't know if someone is watching here, so don't know if someone crossed. So that will stop any push, like really. Even if they used to cross it, you can do a quick snake bite in front of it and get easy kill. Then I do that smoke here. So if when your wall goes down, you can like use your snake bite when the wall goes down to stop the push if they really try to do it. Then you wait a bit, they will cross, and then you use your smoke to defend the side. There's or even retake the side if they took it, okay? So this is the thing you can do to defend A side. Also, there's a wall I love to do before, is to come here and watch the bottom right of A, of the A letter. And this one gives you also the wall that protects the beginning of the round, and also gives you a retake wall. So you use one on two, it's the same for me. But when you retake A side, now you will be protected and get a really good retake on A. It's really up to you, but it's a quick way to take back A side. And with that wall, you can come around this area, watch the bottom right of the K, bounce behind, like this, yeah, and take back of the screen. So it's a really good way if you like wall down, you wall down and you take control of screen or even backside. This is a really good way to retake if you want to. Anyway, I think I explained everything I knew. It's a long video, I know, but I prefer, instead of just showing the stuff, explaining what are my thoughts behind it. So I really hope it helps. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed and if it helped you playing Split. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye guys. Love you.